Hi, this is Isha. You're watching a video with justtutors.com. In today's lesson, we'll be learning about coordinate geometry. And in this, we'll cover the introduction to coordinate geometry. Then we'll have introduction with abscissa and ordinate. And then we'll read how to read on with a coordinate plane. So let's begin our lesson with some warm-up questions. You can pause the video here to try these questions. And when you're done, then let's check our answers. In the first one, we need to write the coordinates of the points B, C and D from this given graph. So look carefully at B, it's on the x-axis. So on the y we have a 0, on x it is sitting on 6. So the point here is 6, 0. What about C? It's sitting on the y-axis and it's 0, 3. It's 0 at the x and 3 at the y-axis. Now about D, it's again 0 on the x and 8 on the y. So for the other ones, you can check your answers here. And if you've got the same answer, it's really wonderful that you're doing really good with general expressions. Now let's move ahead with the lesson. Let's learn about the introduction to coordinate geometry. So let's first know what is coordinates. Coordinates are group of numbers used to represent position of a point. So if you want to locate any point in a plane surface, we just need few numbers to locate its position. Like here we use the x and the y-axis to denote any of the position of any point on this plane. What about coordinate geometry? In coordinate geometry, the points are placed on the coordinate plane. Let's learn more about this. Let's learn what is Cartesian plane and how are the quadrants distributed in a Cartesian plane. The one that you see, it's a Cartesian plane which is having x and y axis. The horizontal is what we call x-axis and the vertical is what we say y-axis. Starting from the first quadrant where the axes x and y both are in positives, it's quadrant 1. Then quadrant 2 is having x in negative numbers and y with positive numbers. We call it quadrant 2. Quadrant 3 where both x and y consist of negative numbers. Quadrant 4 where x is positive however y is negative. So we go in anti-clockwise direction if we are looking at the quadrants. Now let's look ahead to mark any point on the coordinate geometry. So the distance of the point from the y-axis is called its x-coordinate or abscissa. The distance of a point from x-axis called its y-coordinate or ordinate. These are the other names given to x and y coordinates. Now the coordinate of a point on x-axis will be having only the number at the x. On y it will be having a 0. Similarly, a point on y will be formed by putting 0 at the x-axis because it's not going anywhere on the x. However, on y we'll be having a particular number, that is the number of units it has moved. Let's make this more clear by reading this graph here and trying to work with these points. Let's see where is point A. In order to work with this, you can use the horizontal and vertical axis to be more clear with it. Let's see where is A on the x-axis. It is standing exactly on -6. So for x, I'll write -6. And on y, let's again make a horizontal line there. So it's exactly on 4. So the points that we have got for A is -6, 4. Now let's read for B. You can pause the video if you want to try yourself. For B on X it is sitting on 7 and on Y it is on 6. Now for C, let's see for C. For C on X it is on -8 and on Y it is on -2. That is in quadrant 3. Now in D, for the point D, on X it is 4 and on Y it is minus 7. For E, let's check. It is sitting on the x-axis. That means the y is going to be 0. So on x it is 5 and on y it's a 0. So if you have got the same answer, it's really good that you're doing good with reading your graph. Let's move ahead and try some practice questions. So you can pause the video, try all your practice questions, and when you're done, you can check your answer with the answer slide provided at the end. Thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.